out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to pull it down. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like now. When she was. Bag, I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the beef. One of the all in the same. Broke it, end of the month, Flow Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. Weave like thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trent Murphy in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now Jackson on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
They go play action here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Set. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. 3-19. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've now missed the playoffs for the last 5 years.
They want to get back to doing things the Ravens way, which means toughness on both sides of the ball. So they want to continue to run it with Alex Collins. They added Orlando Brown in at right tackle. They want better push up front, but they have to throw the ball better as well. So they added Michael Crabtree in free agency, and the 2 tight ends. Grabbed them early. Hayden Hurst out of South Carolina and Mark Andrews out of Oklahoma. And then flip it over on defense. Want to continue to flock to the football the way that they've done for so many years.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Jackson on third down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
These Bills, Charles, broke this 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And, well, Bills fans, they reveled when their teams returned to relevance. We know the NFL, it's a what have you done for me lately business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more plays from the quarterback position that are downfield, chunk plays to take some of the pressure off the defense. Remember, only 3 points scored in the playoff loss to the Jaguars.
To throw is Beathard. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Beathard to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. To throw is Beathard. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Onside second down. Collins. And he stopped immediately there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. It's his first career game, and now he's thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it?
Get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way, and he hopes it'll be the last for this game and not too many in his career.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Beathard. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now it's Jamal Charles in the game. He gets the call here. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jackson now looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Leopard.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Charles. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I'm praising plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Four down.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it in. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll start on the ground with the ball. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. They'll throw here. Beathard. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Leopard! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90!
On play action, they'll throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Jones on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Airing one deep for Kraft, and the defense closes him. It's complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time.
The first NFL touchdown pass for the former Heisman winner, Lamar Jackson, as the Ravens push further out in front.
And there it is. Tally it up, folks. The first touchdown pass for Lamar Jackson as a member of the Baltimore Ravens. So many people focused on his legs coming into the league. He'll score plenty of touchdowns that way. But being able to throw it into the end zone, that's a special feeling. And he's a guy who will do that often in the league.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Bills. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Go! 40's Mike! 40's Mike!
Back to the air on 2nd down. White. And this complete to Mitchell. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that will take some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Single. Now let's go! Blue line it! Gun! Blue line it! Gun!
They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now White with a first down throw. The left side completion to Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. White, a final shot before break. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out.
Tight end right. 3 down. Here we go now. Blue 90. We're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go.
White on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Detroit. Let's go.
On 3rd down, White. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Coleman, 73 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Leopard!
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Jackson on second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jerry Hughes able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, White. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Gone, 319. Gone, 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw on 2nd down, here's White. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Green 39.
The play fake, now White. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
On 1st down, it's White. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 319! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
To throw on 2nd down. White. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Za'Darius Smith in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. The Bills on 3rd down have converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, here's White. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
Leopard! Over!
They go again with Collins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
He may try and run for this. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Go, Randy! Go, Randy! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Trying to get it to Clay that time.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Jackson. Put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Check. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off play action. Here's White. Complete to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now White off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Come on, run! Leopard! Over! Detroit!
And again, it's Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 319. 319. Over. Watch it now, Barney. 57.
Here's Jackson on third and long. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. On first, they go right back to Collins. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker couldn't make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Here's White on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Leopard!
To throw is White on first and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
White now, throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. White, off play action. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And the Ravens taking the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now Jones. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Leopard! Leopard! I'm trying to come. Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st and 10. Right. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.